Hello and welcome to my channel History and Guys. Today I want to talk about what I've done in 2023 and what my plans are for 2024 for this channel, but mainly for my hobby. And to make it a little bit more interesting, we do what we do at the club and we play a little bit of Hobbybingo. And I will show you what Hobbybingo is about. Hobbybingo for us is a way of kind of planning what we want to do in a year in a kind of gamed way. So we have some fun doing it, and we can at the end of the year look what we achieved and what we failed. And I will go through my bingo for 2023 and show you a couple of pictures where I managed to do, as long as I do have pictures about it. And I will also talk a little bit about the things that I didn't manage to do. So first of all, I want to play Saga at least 4 times just to get a better grasp of the rules, and also because I just really enjoy the game. And I did manage to do it. I think I showed a couple of shots from one of my games in one of my last hobby objects as well, but I managed to get the last game in actually in the very last days of the year. So close, but I did manage to do it. The second thing that I managed to do is to build some Saga terrain, and I will show you here some of the mobile terrain that can fit, for example, some trees, or later when I get around building more of the inlays, also some other stuff like swamps or rocky ground or something like that. Then I did manage to paint not only one elephant, but both elephants from Victrix that I had. And I did show them as well in my last hobby update, so there's a picture of those. Then you might have noticed that I do enjoy going to museums, and I do want to make some documentation about it. I didn't manage to document them all in a video format simply because I had the issue that I start the channel much later than I originally intended to. Originally I wanted to start the channel in like spring or latest summer, and then it would be a bit more realistic to put 5 videos about visits to the museum on the channel. But I do have at least one more visit that I do want to make a video about, and that's the museum in Dresden, the military museum by the Bundeswehr, by the German army. And that was a really big and very interesting one as well, so I hope I can get enough material from my photos that I took there. Then I wanted to do some research about the Alkefeste, very short, long story short. It's a battlefield here from the 30 Years' War, of a battle between Gustavus and Adolphus and Wallenstein. It was not like the decisive battle like Lützen or Breitenfeld, but it's basically in the middle of those two in terms of the timeline. And I talked a little bit about it in other videos. I will talk definitely more about it in yet other videos. Let's just leave it at that. I did manage to snoop around there a little bit, take some pictures, get some more idea what that story was about. Then I wanted to play Battletech Alpha Strike. Battletech has been a very big thing this year for me. I did not only play out Alpha Strike, but I also put as a joker that I managed to get some games in Battletech Override, which is kind of a crossover between the very simplified rules of Alpha Strike and the rather convoluted ones from classic Battletech. And so far Override is formerly known as Battletech Destiny, is my favorite really, and we will probably try to play a map-based campaign or something like that sometime in the middle or the second half of the year. I will keep you updated on that because I think that will be very interesting to watch how we try to set it up and what kind of mistakes we are almost certainly going to make when I'm trying to design the campaign. I also managed to paint 100 miniatures this year. I think it's a little bit more, it's probably like 110 or something like that. I didn't bother to count all the Battletech miniatures I got painted. but my rough head count says like 110, 120 maybe. Then I did manage to participate in 2 of the online painting challenges from the Plastic Crack podcast Facebook group. I was really hoping to do a little bit more and to see, for example, painting the Saga Caravan was something I originally wanted to enter in the OPC as well. I had a command stand as well that I wanted to enter that I finished way too late. So better luck next year. And I wanted to build a paint rack, and I did that actually in the very beginning of the year, and I will show you here a shot from the of the paint rack. It's basically built from 2 IKEA shelves that you can mount to the wall, and then some rough and ready construction to make it work like it stands here. And you see there are quite a few things that I didn't manage to achieve at all. Those are the ones in italics. And the ones in normal print are actually ones where I would say like I didn't quite achieve it, but I did something in that regard or something similar. So I didn't paint a proper new Saga army, but I painted bits and bobs from different Saga armies. So in some ways I did paint something, but it's not quite a new army. I also didn't build a gaming mat, but I built a gaming board, which in some ways you could argue is more than just a gaming mat. And I put some pictures about that on Instagram, and I also think showed one module already in my last video, but I will put a couple of pictures here as well. And lastly, I want to reduce my book backlog, and yeah, I read some books. I didn't read all of the stuff that I have here, and I bought more books, so I didn't really manage to reduce the backlog, so to speak. Now, what's in store for 2024? You can see that quite a lot of the stuff is fairly similar to what I intend to do in 2023. It's a little bit more of the same in terms of increasing the amount of stuff I want to do. It's more of the same in terms of more Saga, definitely. More painting. More 30 years war research, and then maybe also start painting some miniatures. And that ties in with the By Fire and Sword Kickstarter, because I have backed that one. I mostly get the books there, but I do get a box of Imperials as well, and I want to try out how the miniatures they are. If they're decent for what I would like to do for 30 years war, I might use War Games miniatures for the project, or I will just sample some others. I do want to definitely do some Balance War Ultramare miniatures, and I also want to paint some Brabant miniatures, and I'm pretty sure that will be very interesting for some of you, because Brabant is a Russian manufacturer that's obviously now very, very hard to get, but it was rather difficult to get even before all the war started to break out in Ukraine in 2022. The other aspect that will be probably very interesting for you is going to be my attempts of building EPS building. So first of all, for Battletech, that will be probably very oriented on the on brutalistic architecture, and the other aspect is building 28mm, and I have an idea what I want to do, either Gazette building or maybe something for something like Frostgrave. We will see how that works out. So those are my hobby plans for 2024, but it's not quite all I want to talk about, because there are also some plans for this channel. And first of all, to give you a rough idea, what you can expect here is I will continue my hobby update series once a month if I manage to. And then the goal is to put out one additional video per month, approximately. I will try to increase the volume a little bit over that point, but obviously there are always other stuff in life coming between you, or rather me, and a video production. So no backs, but I'll try my best. And the idea is that the second video of a month will always be either about a project that I'm working on where I go a little bit more in depth about the painting or the building part of it, or maybe just show you certain stuff that might be a bit more unusual. And otherwise it will be about trips to the museum or maybe some historical background as well, because in the end the channel is called History and Guys and we shouldn't forget about the history part of everything. There might be also some book reviews coming along. I have a specific one in mind actually about a book that I read during the Christmas vacation and where I thought it would be probably quite interesting to talk a little bit about the ups and downs of that book. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it's an inspiration for you to also give your hobby plans a little bit more structure. And if you do any kind of planning or if you're a spontaneous kind of guy, just let me know in the comments maybe. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe to the channel. I would be very happy about it. So until the next hobby update, which will probably come out very soon as well, I'd say goodbye and stay healthy.